Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. To lead us a prayer, may I call on Muhammadin Menang.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم آمين يا رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعا وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابا ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Good morning, distinguished guests and dear media friends, those who are with us physically and those who are participating or attending this press conference via Zoom. Welcome to the third Bangsamoro Foundation Day press conference. And by the way, we are also broadcasted live to our Bangsamoro government official Facebook page. And I'm Al Pangandaman, by the way. As we know, today begins the week-long celebration of our Foundation Day themed Changing the People's Lives, Transforming the Bangsamoro, Celebrating and Sustaining the Gains of Peace and Moral Governance. We have here with us two of our Bangsamoro government officials to provide us important updates and announcement on this historic event. It's my great honor to introduce them to you. Now, for our first guest, please help me welcome Muhammad Asnin Pindatun, the Bangsamoro Government's Cabinet Secretary, to deliver an opening statement. Sir.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Isang maganda at mapayapang umaga po sa ating lahat, sa aming pong mga taga-pakinig, taga-subaybay, and especially to our friends from the media. Maraming salamat po sa pagdalo sa ating pong ikatlong founding anniversary ng Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. This foundation anniversary is the third time na gaganapin po natin ito. This is based on the date fixed by the Bangsamoro Administrative Code. So officially, January 21, yung ating pong kinoconsider as the Foundation Day of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. For this year, we have planned to conduct a week-long celebration gaya din po nung ginawa the previous year. This celebration or series of activities to commemorate the historic foundation is mainly service-oriented. So yung po mga gagawin nating mga aktibidades sa araw po na ito hanggang sa Biyernes ay nakatuon po sa pagbibigay serbisyo sa ating po mga kababayan. Ang magiging highlight ng ating pong week-long celebration will be the Chief Minister's report to the Bangsamoro people, kung saan ilalahad po ng ating pong Chief Minister, Ahud Alhaj Murad Ibrahim, ang mga naging accomplishment ng ating pong gobyerno mula po nang ito ay itinayo noong 2019. Gayon din po ang ilang pang mga polisiya at ilang pang mga reforma that we can expect moving into the extended transition period. So yan po yung isa sa ating aantabayanan sa araw ng Biyernes ng umaga. At until then, mula po ngayon, kaninang umaga, nagkaroon ho tayo ng kick-off ceremony para po sa ating paglunsad ng iba't ibang mga aktibidades. Bawat araw, meron pong mga malaking activity, meron pong mga basic service-oriented na mga activities throughout the Bangsamoro Government Center. But considering that we are still in the pandemic, meron pong mga adjustments na ginawa sa ating pong celebration. Recently, the host or Cotabato City, for example, kung saan nasaan ang government center, ay nasa alert level 3. Gayon din po, ang probinsya ng Lanao del Sur ay nasa alert level 3. So dahil po dito sa patuloy na pandemic na natin pong in-experience, natin pong ginawa ng mga adjustments. But we make sure na we launch these activities in consideration and consistent din ho doon sa ating pong Interagency Task Force on COVID-19 guidelines. Siguro hanggang dito na lang muna ang ating pong opening message, and we look forward to the several questions from our friends, no, sa ating pong media. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Sir Kamsek. And also here with us today is none other than the Bangsamoro Information Office Executive Director, Sir Andrew Alonto. Welcome, sir. If you have an opening statement, the mic is yours. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Again, magandang umaga po sa lahat ng kasama natin ng mga kaibigan from the media, pati na rin po yung those attending via Zoom, no? Unang-una, humihingi kami ng pasensya, gaya po sabi ng Kabsek kanina, dahil tayo ay nasa alert level 3 dito sa Cotabato City, kinailangan po natin gumawa ng necessary adjustments, no? Alam naman natin na lumabas yung bagong alert level. I think it was just last week, no? So we had to make some adjustments to our programs also during for this foundation celebration, kaya nag-iba po yung format ng ating press conference. So ulitin ko na lang ko siguro yung sinabi ni Kabsek, no? So we are here to celebrate the third Foundation Day of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, kung saan po i-highlight po natin for the entire week ang iba't ibang service-oriented programs ng ating mga offices and ministries. And we are looking forward doon sa mga participation and support of everyone, no, for this occasion. So hindi ko na po papatagalin, no. I believe our friends in the media would like to have ask their questions to our resource persons. So hanggang dito na lamang po. Magandang umaga po ulit.
Magandang umaga din, and thank you, Sir Alonto, for the opening statement. Our guests today will give us announcements and updates about the third Bangsamoro Foundation Day celebration. And for the question, everybody will be given a chance to ask a single question and one follow-up question. And for the arrangement, siguro okay, nakita ko na una nag-raise ng hand si Ma'am Ann Acosta. And by the way, those in the Zoom, you will also be given a chance with one single question and a follow-up question also. So, una po si Ma'am Acosta.
Ako talagang nauna. Okay. Good morning, sir. Okay na. Good morning, sir. Since today we're celebrating the third funding anniversary ng BARM, kumusta na po? How is the BARM government right now, sir? Kumusta na po yung mga accomplishment or achievements ng BARM?
Thank you sa katanungan po, Ma'am Costa. No? When it comes to the simple pero mabigat na tanong, kamusta po yung BARM? There are several accomplishments, no? Gaya po na nabanggit ng ating pong Senior Minister kanina sa kanyang opening message. Milestone after milestone. No? But ang tingin ho kasi natin, there are several layers ng expected na accomplishments sa BARM. Una po, meron po tayong article, nakalagay sa Article 16, no? Yung transition priorities, ika nga, gaya po ng pagpasa ng mga priority codes, no? Pagtayo ng bürokrasya, pag-phase out ng mga employees. No? Patungkol ho dito, we can say that most of the expected accomplishment para dun sa mga transition priorities ay naisagawa naman na ho. We are still working on the 3 remaining codes na maipasa, and the directive of the Chief Minister is to have it passed as soon as possible. But yung Bangsamoro government, no, especially the government of the day, hindi lang naman po ito nilimitahan yung kanyang balak gawin sa loob ng transition period doon sa mga minimum accomplishment na nabanggit natin. In fact, We've launched several flagship programs at saka nag-introduce na rin po tayo ng major policies mula po noong 2019. Ang sigurong pinakahuling masasabi nating palatandaan ng epekto nitong ating pong mga flagship programs and policies ay kung titignan po natin yung huling datos na ipinalabas po ng PSA kung saan yung BARM ay nakapagtala ng pinakamalaking pagbaba ng poverty incidence sa buong Pilipinas. BARM is actually the only region na nakapagtala ng double digits na pagbaba, no, ng poverty incidence. And this is based on official statistics ng ating pong Philippine Statistics Authority. I believe the number was 55 mula noong 2018, naging 39%, no, ngayon pong 2021. So yung mga ganito pong klase ng mga accomplishment ang nagbibigay mensahe, no, sa ating pong mga kababayan. Now, of all the programs na nilo-launch natin, it appears that we are heading into the right direction dahil nga bumababa yung poverty incidence. Kakibat niyan, for the past few weeks, no, few months, yung ating pong Board of Investment ay nakakapagtala ng napakalaking mga investment sa buong region, exceeding the targets, no. So these manifestations of some of the accomplishments of the government of the day of the Bangsamoro region. But we are not completely satisfied sa mga ganong klaseng accomplishments lamang. We make sure na itong mga numero ay maramdaman ng ating pong mga kababayan. So we will work tirelessly, especially with this extended transition period, na masustain natin yung ganitong klaseng momentum at mas may paramdam natin sa ating pong mga kababayan na nandito yung kanilang Bangsamoro government transforming their lives as our theme for this Foundation Day states, no. Baguhin natin at pagandahin natin yung pang-araw-araw na kalagayan ng ating pong mga mamamayan.
Any follow-up question?
Sir, since ano tayo sa first quarter of the year, pwede po bang malaman, sir, binanggit mo kanina yung priorities ng BARM government. So ano po ang, can you name some priorities ng BARM government?
For the priorities, no, we can expect na when it comes to the legislation, yung ilang pong mga importanteng priority agenda ng ating pong government of the day, iti-table po yan sa Parliament. Ito po yung mga unang babalangkasin. In fact, 2 weeks or last week, nagkaroon po ng meeting yung Cabinet Committee in charge doon sa ating pong legislative agenda. At pinag-usapan po doon kung ano yung mga uunahing mga batas, no, na ating pong isusulong. Kagaya po dyan yung Indigenous Peoples Code na we've done thorough review of it. At mukhang ito po yung isa sa mga priorities natin na isusulong sa Parliament. Gayon din po, no, we can expect dahil po yung budget utilization, yung validity ng budget ng BARM ay extended yung 2021 at saka yung 2020. So we can expect na yung pong mga programa na nakalahad for supposedly last year ay hindi completely natapos, yun ay ipra-prioritize for this year. Other than that, the various ministries have also launched their flagship programs, no? At yan po ay naka-table, alinsunod na rin doon sa kanilang mga strategic plans at yung pong ating pong Bangsamoro budget. So we expect that during the first quarter of the transition period, we will continue to launch yung pong mga flagship programs natin and continue yung implementation ng mga na tamaan ng mga programa natin last year because of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Kabsek. So the next would be si Den Kadatuan and then Sir June Di Makutak. And then after Sir June, let's go to our participants via Zoom. So Sir Den, you have the mic. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Al. Good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Dan kadatuhan po ng Magnet FM. First of all, congratulations dahil umabot na po sa ikatatlong anniversary po ng Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. At bilang katanungan, sir, paano po pinaghandaan ng Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao ang Third Bangsamoro Foundation Day sa kabila ng pinairal na Alert Level 3 sa iba't ibang lugar, lalo na dito sa Cotabato City kung saan nasali po sa loob po ng Bangsamoro.
Yung initial na pag-uusap patungkol doon sa preparation, no, sa Foundation Day, meron ng mga informal na meetings or informal na exchanges of ideas as early as last year. Kaya nga lang po, kung for those who are aware or familiar or closely monitoring yung legislative calendar natin, yung huling bahagi po kasi ng taon, nakalaan po talaga yan sa ating pong budget hearing. So, ang focus ng Parliament, ang focus ng Cabinet that time was really on the budget. So, nung pumasok ang bagong taon, doon ho nagkaroon ng mas concrete, no, na planning for the third Foundation Day. To be honest with you, malaki po yung pinagbago doon sa original plan sa kung ano yung gagawin natin sa ngayon. Dahil nga po doon sa changes in the alert level. For one, we were supposed to continue din yung naging tradition last year na we also bring the activities down to the provincial levels, no, and even to the local government units. But sa ngayon, medyo in-adjust natin dahil nga po doon sa ating alert level 3. I'll give you a specific example nung mga kinancel na natin activities for this week because of the changes in the alert level. We were supposed to do several contact sports, no, na activities na palaro na previously ay allowed naman sa alert level 2. Kanya nga lang alert level 3 ay hindi na allowed unless ito po ay nasa isang bubble type na setup gaya ng basketball, gaya po nung volleyball. So yun po, kinat na ho natin yon because of the alert level 3. And even yung kaninang umaga na activity natin, supposedly marami-rami yung papupuntahin, no? But because of the changes again in the alert level, nilimit natin sa 5 participant per ministry na lamang. At for the attached offices, 3 participant na lamang. So those adjustments we made at the last minute because of the alert level scenario that we have here in the Cotabato City.
Follow-up lang sir, doon sa sa administrative code, yung priority codes, kumusta po? Ano na po yung mga natapos din?
Yung ating pong unang natapos is the administrative code. Sumunod po dyan yung, kung di ako nagkakamali, civil service code and then the education code. Yung po yung 3 na unang naipasa. Yung remaining na priority codes, gaya po nung local governance code, electoral code, at yung revenue code. Yung local governance code na i-submit na rin ho sa Parliament. Nasa level na po ito ng Parliament Committee on Local Government para po doon sa committee deliberations. Yung electoral code nasa Cabinet Committee, tapos na rin po yung finalization niyan kasi dahil we closely coordinate with the COMELEC din ho eh. So we received several comments from them. Kaya po yung draft from the Cabinet ay ni-rework po natin ulit. But it's already in the Cabinet Committee. Ang next step na po dyan ay ipepresent sa Cabinet. And if the Cabinet decides na okay na ito, this will be the official draft from the government of the day. Isasubmit na ho natin yan sa Parliament. Yung revenue code, ongoing po yung drafting ng ating pong technical team. Admittedly, ito po ay very technical na code. It deals with taxes, it deals with investments, it deals with numbers, no? Na we are trying to carefully craft, no? But liban ho doon sa 6 na nabanggit doon sa Article 16 ng 11054, meron pang ibang codes na tingin natin ay kailangan ding i-prioritize gaya ng Indigenous Peoples Code. Ito po ay nasa level ng Cabinet Committee, although meron na ring version na naipasa sa Parliament. We will work na ma-harmonize itong dalawang ito at we target to have this done yung pag-submit at the very least sa first quarter po ng taon na ito. So yun po yung update patungkol doon sa priority codes, no, na kailangan maipasa during this transition period.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, sir. Then, Sir Junti Makutak, you now have the mic. Thank you.
Greetings of peace. Assalamualaikum. Our theme this year is changing people's lives, transforming the Bangsamoro, celebrating and sustaining the gains of peace and moral governance. So, akmang-akma ito, no? Yun nga lang, at this early stage, parang nakikita natin, Kabsek, na in spite sa napakarami ng nagawa within 3 years, no? Within Bangsamoro region, the 5 provinces and 3 cities, no? Meron pa ring mga sectors na hindi kumbinsido at ika nga, you can't please anybody. Ano, ang hindi natin malaman, ano ba yung kanilang agenda at bakit hinaharangan yung ginagawang ito ng Bangsamoro government. Ngayon, any assurance dito sa ating mga, siguro mga, ano lang naman piling mga individuals and groups lang naman ito, na maaabot talaga ng Bangsamoro government itong pinaka-aim and motive ng governance na ito.
Thank you, Sir Jun, sa sa katanungan. Yung patungkol doon sa mangilan-ngilan na dissatisfaction, so to speak, no, ng ilang grupo, ilang sektor o ilang mga mamamayan sa ating region. Several factors or several layers perhaps. Una, yung iba siguro masyadong mataas yung expectation. That's one, no, na para bang silver bullet na isi-serve yung Bangsamoro na pag naitayo, automatic, gaganda ho lahat, complete turnaround. We understand kung saan po nanggagaling yung mga ganitong klaseng expectation mula po sa ating mamamayan. And we are working tirelessly to meet this expectation. Kanya nga lang po, as our experience and other experience of countries na nag-went through din sa masalimuot na peace process at transition period, it takes time. No? It takes time. But again, with accomplishments such as those I mentioned earlier, we can say that we are heading into the right direction. And we will try to sustain this. Yun namang iba na mas ika nga ay strategic or mas malalim yung supposedly dissatisfaction. I think what we can do, and this is the approach of the regional government, is to look into the issues na ginagamit nila and try to address that head-on. Kasi the moment that we eliminate, for example, kunyari, ginagamit na issue yung kahirapan, although we've reduced that significantly, but admittedly, meron pa rin mga areas na talagang kailangan nating ayusin. They use that issue to advance their other agenda, for example. So, I think the more sustainable approach really to eliminate the legitimate issues that they raise para yung kanilang paghikayat, for example, ng mga kabataan to go against the government, even yung iba pang mga mamamayan natin, ay mas magiging mahirap on their part. No? Dahil nga yung legitimate concerns na kanilang ginagamit to indoctrinate or to change yung mindset ng ating mga peace-loving people ay mas magiging mahirap on their part. Meron naman pong iba, that's the second layer. The third layer, I think, would be meron kasing mga tao na probably benefited from the status quo before na ngayon ay we're changing as our theme suggests, no? Changing the lives of the people. Probably the changes are not palatable to them. No? Siguro hindi pabor sa kanila yung mga changes. And naturalmente, medyo mating resistance. But today, our aim really is to prioritize yung ating pong mga kababayan. Gaya po na nabanggit ni Chief Minister, Bangsamoro muna yung ating pong isipin. At least that's the mantra for this transition period on this government of the day na in this call for moral governance, unahin po muna natin yung mga Bangsamoro.
Okay, thank you. And follow up, this coming Friday, during the itong press report na gagawin ni ICM, aabot na ilang oras ito, yung presentation niya dito sa mga projects implemented?
Based po dun sa ating pong programa, the Chief Minister's report will be rendered Friday morning. At half-day event lang po ito. We can expect that the report of the Chief Minister will be done for about 20, maximum perhaps 30 minutes. Doon ilalahat niya kung ano yung mga na-accomplish natin together at kung ano pa yung mga kailangan nating i-hurdle, no? And also some reminders na rin, no, sa pagdating nitong election at yung extended na transition period. The Friday's event kasi holiday po yan sa bar. Day lang po ito. Not really a beef, concise, report of the Chief Minister as he wants it to be po.
Okay, last question. As I know, very congested na yung farm compound, no? And even sa labas, lagang napaka-traffic na ganitong uri ng mga occasion. Are you planning na magkaroon ng ibang location ng Bangsamoro government at Quebec? O meron andyan na sa ating appropriation yan kung sakali?
Yung siguro the most that I can say is that merong mga discussions at the higher level, considering yung mga ganung options, Sir Jundi, na probably we might build a government center somewhere else, no? To dahil napansin natin medyo masikip tayo dito at yung ibang opisina, to be honest, marami hong sila hindi nakakuha ng office space at until now ito BIO natin hindi mo siya nagkaroon ng permanenteng tahanan po talaga after inabot years kung pa daw sila kasya sa lagay ho na yan, no? But may discussion ho na ganyan, Sir Jude, the details at i-deliver to disclose that, but we are considering as far as the leadership is concerned. Yes po.
Thank you, Sir Jun. And for now, we will move to our participants via Zoom. And I think Sir Ali Makabalang registered to ask a question. Ali, you have the mic. Thank you. Sir Ali, I think you are on mute. Sorry, we are having some technical difficulties and we're trying to solve the issue now. So, balikan lang po natin yung ating mga participants sa Zoom kasi para nakapag-move on tayo sa oras.
Ibang mga participants can hear my audio. Why not are you? Hello?
We can hear you, sir.
Naririnig ako ng mga ibang...
We hear loud and clear. I hear loud and clear, Ali.
Yeah, Tito Amir, can hear you loud and clear. Hello, Marm.
Sir Ali Makabalang, apologies because of the technical difficulties. We will proceed muna po to the questions that they're asking here sa venue po. And I think si Ma'am Odessa po kanina nag-raise ang hand. Odessa, you have the mic. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Marinig ako, sir. Related to the question of Sir June, yun pong kumbaga pa kasi nga sabi niya ang ating team is changing people's lives, transforming the Bangsamoro. Maybe no, sir, kung meron kayong ginawang kumbaga pag-uusap with the grassroots level, kung ano ba yung kumbaga pa yung nararamdaman nila ngayon towards Bangsamoro government, and ano pa ba yung mga kailangan nila sa mga darating pang years ng Bangsamoro government na mag-lead sa kanila.
Thank you for the question. Doon ho sa pagkuha nung feedback sa ating po mga kababayan, sa ating po mga mamamayan. The national government's approach was to have series partnership with society organizations para po sa pagbaba sa ating mga communities. Una, to update from the government to the Bangsamoro communities. Ipaliwanag sa kung ano yung mga kailangan pang gawin. Pangalawa, and perhaps more importantly, is to get kung mga nakikita nilang kailangan na i-price yung mga pangangailangan nila, kung ano pa yung kanilang mga syon. So we've been receiving these reports through the initiative also of our civil society organizations. And also yung mga opisina ng ating mga members. Ayun po yung mga ministries. Meron po ito silang mga programa that gives venues for back mechanism. Gaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, several layers talaga yung expectation ng ating po mga kababayan. And yung mga expectation na tila ba born out of the idea na meron ng regular Bangsamoro government. In fact, we are still building, no, yung pong ating bureaucracy, yung ating pong Bangsamoro government. But even then, kailangan ho nating gawa ng paraan na ma-address natin yung kanila pong mga concerns. Most of these concerns are really stem from everyday lives nila. So for example, as simple as street lights, ganun, as simple as how do they stay yung kanilang pangangailangan araw-araw. This is especially true during the COVID-19 pandemic. Sobrang taas po nung epekto nito sa ating mga kababayan na live in a daily minimum wage. No? Kaya nga, kung matanda natin nung simula yung pandemya, ang approach talaga was to give food packs that would last for more than 2 weeks depending on the family's size. And I think it's because of the thinking na yung pandemic ay hindi lamang siya purely medical emergency. It's really an emergency na kailangan yung iba't ibang approaches, no, ng ating pong government. But balikan ko yung fact, meron mo kami ginagawa yung community mechanism na kung saan citizens could text, call, meron gawing app na kung saan pwede nilang i-report yung nakikailan na kailangan i-report, pwede nilang ipakita sa atin yung mga comments, suggestions, mga politics. Development ng app yung gawa natin side. We hope to launch this as soon as possible with the latter part of the year. Ang intent po nito is mas mapanatay o mapapagay ng opportunities for our citizens karoon ng venue. Ang intent nito is also acting concerns possible. So, especially within 20 hours, actually na so, working ngayon yan is the continuing monitoring and Arbol Calling Tracking System or CMAX. Na si development stage ito is one of our core program to be launched within this year. Ang tapanan natin yung mission dahil it will be very effective in getting the feedback from our community. Yun nga po, no, we understand these concerns are born mainly of the expectation also upon the settlement of Bangsamoro region. And we will continue to work on this para pabigyang hustisya yung ating practice throughout the years.
Mga sinandags po is albinan po ang pansin. Like you said kanina, street lights still sa mga areas ng bundok sa UP. And I've also learned na may mga barangay pala sa tuktok na mahirap na bumaba dahil wala silang maayos na factors. Is this part of the plan na gagawin ng ating mas malaki for the next years?
Yes po, yung mga concerns, we address them as soon as we can. So, I'll give example before, ang major concerns po talaga is paghingi ng mga assistance sa hospitalization. So, out of that, nabuo po yung ayuda medical mula sa Bangsamoro government. Kung saan sa ngayon, we've already assisted at least 80,000 na mapa-operation. Continue yung expansion niyan. Gayon din po yung tumang alay sa Bangsamoro na kailangan. Sa yung basic needs, no? Minsan yung mga farming equipment ay hinihingi. Nabuo din yung special program na ni sir out of those concerns. So, we want to be responsive as soon as possible. And there are several mechanisms din saan pwede natin pugnan pa yung mga ganitong concerns. No? For example, our parliament has their, members of the parliament has their transitional development fund, TDIF, kung saan yung kayong mga constituents ng street lights, for example, binibigyan natin ng magkaroon sila ng solar street lights on that matter. So we continue to be innovative dating sa mga ganitong bagay dahil alam natin mga concerns nito. Ito yung for our people mas importante sa kanila. We can see of our gross domestic product increasing, poverty incidence decreasing, investment of billion. But at the end of the day, kung hindi po ma-actionan yung simple na concern ng ating mga kababayan, baka mas mainam na yun yung tugunan natin ng pansin para mas malaman nila yung mga pagbabago na nangyayari because of the Bangsamoro government.
So back to participants, let's begin with the question. Sir Ali, you are thank you, sir.
Okay, until you stop talking, Matt, how do you hear my signal now, DIO? Hello? Assalamualaikum,
Yes, Kakali, we can hear you now po.
Okay. Actually, I'm supposed to be there sa Bato Camp. But as you may glean in my physical appearance, I will be well. Ng Kalabaw. I have actually 4 questions. I hope I'm giving this opportunity for this discussion all, because all these are actually eye-opening. First of all, basically the BAM leadership is rejoicing as I do the approval, the extension of the transition period for 2 years. Now, yung sa batas, concerning the election, mayroong provision doon, section 2, as you recognize the possibility for the president, the incumbent or the next, to appoint actually for new members ng Bangsamoro transition bodies. Sa pagkakaalam nyo, mayroong mangyayari within this year, before the election, May 29. That's the first question. The approval, the extension of the transition period for 2 years.
Thank you for the very timely question, Kakali. Yung patungkol ho doon sa appointment ng members of the parliament as an effect of the transition period, tama ho kayo that the law provides that the president has the authority or could actually exercise his power to appoint new members of the parliament if he decides, no? So the discretion really is with the office of the president, particularly of course our beloved president, President Duterte. We would get a concrete decision from them kung ang intent ba is to have this exercise during his term or kung ito ay gawin niya or ipagliliban niya na ho doon sa next president. So unfortunately, we cannot really say what he intends to dahil kami po, tayo din ho ay nakaabang sa kung ano yung maging final na policy of President Duterte when it comes to the media po. So the discretion
the chairman's my second question would be about the recent resolution coming from the Commission on Election. Allowing the 20,000 voters in the geographic area comprising 6 villages of Tabato to vote only for national elections. So I was I get the action from the MILG for asking for reconsideration. But that was last week from the as an initiative is to from the office of the Mayor and Local Government. Now, do you have analysis about as to whether or not mag-grant itong petition for reconsideration, considering the fact that 20,000 is a figure to reckon with. It will affect the result, for instance, of the election in Cotabato. For the Congress, for national slot, for the governor, at the provincial slot. Ano po ba ang pinaka-latest nito, Kabsi? Is from the office of the Mayor and Local Government.
Dun kakali sa katanungan patungkol doon sa COMELEC resolution that mandates or initially says that yung ating pong 63 barangays no, or the SGA will only vote for the national elective position. Nung lumabas po yung resolution, admittedly medyo nagulat ho tayo doon dahil based ho doon sa mga initial na discussion no, and informal discussion with COMELEC, ang trajectory was to have yung voting powers ng ating pong mga kababayan sa 63 barangays to also vote for the local positions. Kanya nga lang po, perhaps because of their deliberation, ang naging decision is that for the 63 barangays only to vote for the national positions. Gayunpaman, we've expressed no yung ating pong reservation patungkol ho dito. We really want to have the 63 barangays, our citizens, to also vote for their local positions, regardless of their preference. The question here is yung kanilang pong democratic exercise to vote no sa ating pong local election. So we've I believe sent no, yung ating pong comments or response towards that issue, and we are very positive, no, or optimistic na ito po ay mabigyan ng reconsideration ng ating pong COMELEC, na baka ho ay makakaya pang payagan na yung pong ating pong mga kababayan dyan sa 63 barangays ay makaboto rin ho na ito. And we got the direct also, or we got the answer from our parts that they will work on this para ho maging smooth yung pandemic still, no. At ang primary focus natin is how to save lives. And I think it should be the main focus and nothing else.
I agree with you, Kamsi. From my last end, thank you for bearing with me. My last question is all about my concern actually dito sa Friday morning report ng Chief Minister. According to you, it's going to be a 10-minute report. Obviously, i-present ng ating Chief Minister yung generality on the accomplishments of his administration by ministry yan. And the private media expect the regional government, the office of the Bangsamoro Information Office to require the line agencies to come up with their year-end report at ibigay sa kanila at per ministry kasi para po detalyado. There are sa private media na very important. This is
Liban po doon sa general accomplishments ng region as a whole. So thank you Kaka Ali for that reminder to us na we also have to showcase yung per ministry naman ng mga accomplishments dahil gaya ng nabanggit nyo, marami-rami din ho ito and we cannot really squeeze all of them in the comprehensive report of the region.
Maraming salamat. I would expect na bigyan natin limit yung pagpapasisya kasi alam natin i-utos kaya ang gastos sa bata ang magawa sila ng
Apologies for the technical difficulties.
city government.
Next to ask question is Ms. Yana Abbas.
Bigyan natin limit yung pagpapasisya kasi alam natin i-utos kaya ang gastos sa bata na magawa sila ng
Apologies for the
in the same
technical
manner,
difficulties.
city government mandating
Next to ask question is Ms. Yana Abbas from Zoom, and then after Ma'am Yana Abbas, we'll proceed with the three gentlemen. And then
Yana Abbas from Mindanao
them po,
Daily.
next would be
Sir,
Ma'am
with
Regina
tanong
de
ko lang
Grasa,
po, with regard sa
and,
issue
the
po
last
ng
one would be
electoral
Ma'am
code
Lorena
na very hot
Dayan.
issue po
Ma'am
ngayon
Yana
sa
Abbas,
bar,
you have the mic. Thank you.
especially po sa ating mga MNLF brothers, electoral code na very hot issue po ngayon sa bar, especially po sa ating mga MNLF brothers, binigyan po sila ng message from the Deputy Minister Haji Tong Jikiri that yung mga chairman po nila ng MNL from different provinces and municipalities is magiging mayor na po, i-appoint na po sila as mayor. And according to them, aside from this, yung demand po ng MNLF, pag hindi daw po mabigay, they are ready for war anytime. Now here po in Basulta, there are still ongoing operations po against the Abu Sayyaf po. Yes po?
Thank you, ma'am, for the question. Siguro yung sa patungkol sa electoral code, ang intention po to come up with the electoral code is to ensure na magkaroon po tayo ng isang democratic exercise sa pagpili po ng ating mga leader. So, ito po ay taliwas doon sa apparently kumakalat na fake news sa inyo o yung naibahagi nyo na with the electoral code ay may mga maa-appoint na mga mayor. Hindi po, no? Gaya na nabanggit ko, the electoral code will ensure that there will be free, democratic at saka credible na exercise pagdating doon sa ating pong pagpili ng ating pong mga leader mula sa lokal papunta po sa regional government. Kaya nga po mas naging careful tayo doon sa pag-craft nitong electoral code dahil medyo sensitive yung nilalaman ho nito at dahil nga po it would affect yung marami pong ating communities on the ground. So rest assured that the government of the day, the cabinet, as well as the parliament will work tirelessly para po makapagpasa ng electoral code na magbibigay daan doon sa mapayapang eleksyon at credible na eleksyon sa ating pong sa Bangsamoro region. Patungkol naman po doon sa banggit na in the event na hindi po ito mapagbigyan, I believe lahat po pag na-explain natin ng maayos sa engage natin through dialogue. Ito pong mga ganitong concern ay magiging and we ensure na under the regional government of the establishment of the yung patuloy na pag-asenso ng estado ng kapayapaan at yung estado ng development dito sa region ay patuloy ho ito. At yung mga ganyang klaseng challenges we want to as much as possible address those para hindi na ho magkaroon o hindi na tayo bumalik dun sa dating kalagayan ho natin.
Okay, second question.
Any follow-up question, Ma'am Yana Abbas?
Question.
I still have my 3 questions ako muna. Wait po muna, Sir Abs.
So Ma'am Yana Abbas, if you don't have any follow-up question, we will proceed with the next representative, our gentleman from Voice FM, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, sir. Ershad Abdul Latif po ng Voice FM Cotabato po. So, kamakailan, sir, I think last Saturday, nagkaroon po ang ating po mga kababayan sa Special Geographical Area ng Karaban para manawagan po kay Presidente Duterte with Jeff Minister na makapagboto sila sa local position sa darating na 2022 national and local election. So ano po ang maibigay po ng Bangsamoro na usapin patungkol po dito, sir?
Yung sa usapin po nung pagboto ng mga kababayan natin sa 63 barangays, makakasa po kayo that the Bangsamoro government ay kaisa nyo doon sa panawagan na i-allow, bigyan sila ng pagkakataon na makaboto ng kanilang mga local government officials or positions. Habang binabalangkas natin yung iba pang mga batas na sasaayos iba pang mga technical na bagay ng kanilang pagsali sa regional government. Gaya na nabanggit ko kanina, nagpadala na rin po tayo ng ating mga comments doon po sa nasabing resolution. Even before sa official na paglabas ng resolution, we've been engaging with, although informally, with our friends from the commission na bigyan ng pagkakataon na makaboto yung ating po mga kababayan mula dyan sa 63 barangays. Regardless of kung sino man po yung kanilang gustong iboto sa kanilang municipality, ang mas binibigyan natin ng emphasis dito is yung the act of voting itself, yung kanila pong karapatan para ho makaboto. Dahil we continue pa rin naman during this transition period yung pag-implement ng codes na talagang mag-formalize at makakapagbigay ng latag doon sa paglipat kung ano yung magiging estado nila doon sa Bangsamoro region. And hopefully, this will no longer be a challenge by 2025. It's just that 2022, meron tayong peculiar na challenge and hopefully, the Commission will reconsider yung kanila pong resolution.
Okay, sir. So, follow-up lang. So, talagang makakaasa po sila na makakaboto sila sa local elections sa this coming 2022 elections, sir?
Kung yung conduct po ng election, constitutionally nasa power po ng COMELEC. So sila po yung makakapagsabi kung ano yung magiging final dyan. Kung tayo lang ho sana yung masusunod, ang gusto natin ay makaboto ho yung ating mga kababayan sa 63 barangays. But it's just that under the law, COMELEC ho yung magkakaroon ng final say patungkol ho sa issue na yan. We can assure you na yung government of the day is on the side of requesting na makaboto po yung ating mga kababayan.
Okay, so maraming salamat, sir.
Thank you, sir. And we now proceed to Sir Rahib of Arimen. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi jami'an wabarakatuh. I am Maestro Rahib Banso from 90.9 IFM. Ipa-follow up ko lang, sir, yung katanungan regarding po sa Special Geographic Area. Sapagkat kamakailan ay nagkaroon po ng peace caravan, then tumulag po ng papuntang Kalakang Manila yung area coordinator po si Ginoong Muhammad Kelly Antaw. Ang sa akin lang ho dito, sir, ay bilang mensahe na lang ho sa, wala na po akong katanungan, mensahe na lang ho sa ating mga kababayan, especially sa people of the Special Geographic Area na gusto nilang makarinig ng positive sa Bangsamoro government ng message sa kanilang kalagayan po. Bunso na rin po ng ibinaba na COMELEC resolution. Yun lang po.
Thank you. Siguro to reiterate some of the things that we already said, ang ating pong mensahe sa ating pong mga kababayan na apektado ng COMELEC resolution na mandating them to vote for the national positions only Gaya po nung nabanggit ko kanina, the regional government is with you, no, in calling for the reconsideration of that resolution. Ang gusto ho natin, kung tayo lang ho sana yung masusunod, is makaboto pa rin po yung ating mga kababayan dito po sa nalalapit na 2022 local and national elections. Again, hindi po ito dahil issue ng kung sino man yung gusto nating iboto sa kanilang mga munisipyo, but this is really in consideration of the right of our citizens na makaboto. We understand na ito pong naging resolution na ito or naging decision na ito ay perhaps because of the transition period also, no, but we request and we fervently hope na ito po ay mabigyan ng aksyon na paborable sa ating pong lahat, paborable sa ating pong mga mamamayan. And we will ensure that by 2025 ay inshallah hindi na po magiging challenge ito, no? So your government, the leadership is with you pagdating ho doon sa panawagan na makaboto ho tayong lahat, makaboto ho kayo sa local elections at saka sa national positions.
Sukran, yun lang ho. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Sir Rahib, and the gentleman next to you. Thank you.
Mic test. Okay, Sir Vermon Calis of Bandera News TV. My question, sir, congratulations pala sa third founding anniversary ng Bangsamoro. My question po is sa part po ng mga staff po ng Bangsamoro people. Kasi may mga ilan po kasi like job orders na still ano po sila ng 3 months din na sahod. What way, bakit nagkaka-delay tayo ng 3 months na sahod? Baka nag-overlap ba tayo ng staffing? Anong way kaya para ma-solve natin yun, Kabsec?
The answer would depend kung anong ministry, no? If you could share kung anong specific ministry to, probably we can, I'll give you a more concrete or a more tailored answer. But yung ilang mga delays, for example, in the salaries ng mga hired as JOs or contract of service, meron po kasing mga programa na in-implement sa regional government na galing ho sa national government. When I say galing sa national government, yung funding, manggagaling pa po sa kanila at saka yung pong implementation ay based doon sa national program na iyon. Meron pong challenges minsan ho dyan dahil the sheer process, for example, of getting the funds from the national government down to the regional government, and then yung cycle niya of submitting the reports to the national government and then getting the release of funds to the regional government. Nagkakaroon ho ng delay, no? Admittedly. But we've been working on this, no, na para malimit as much as possible. And I think we can say that na-lesson na ito, if you're going to compare it no the moment na umupo tayo noong 2019 to now. Yun naman pong programs na sa ministry mula sa regional government, I think it's safe to assume na most ay hindi po nagkaka-experience ng ganitong ay probably few administrative matters doon po sa ministry. Because based on, at least on paper, pag yun pong programa ng regional government yung pag-uusapan at yung pondo, available naman po dito sa regional government. So it should be not an issue as far as the status of those JOs are concerned. Kaya po siguro yung feedback o yung report or kwento na narinig natin, probably it could be a program from the national government or it could be unique na challenge doon sa ministry na yon. But then again, we can say that if you're going to compare it to the previous years to now, itong mga ganitong klaseng issue is less prevalent na sa ngayon because of the regional setup that we have.
Thank you, Kabsec. Follow up, Kabsec. Regarding for the implementation naman po na check. Okay, sa implementation natin, Kabsec, no, sa within 3 years, saan ba tayo tawag nito, weak? So, paano ba natin yun matutugunan para mas mapabilis yung ating implementation na strategies?
Siguro yung sa usapin ng things that we could still improve on, ang maraming pwede nating tignan. No? Una, yung transition period kasi to begin with is very challenging in itself. If you're going to look into the experience of other countries na dumaan din sa peace process, dumaan din sa transition period, it a very substantial transition period would take really at least 6 years. In other countries nga, it takes 10 years eh. And I think that in itself was a challenge. No? And then, hinaluan mo pa nung unexpected na pandemic na until ngayon, the fact that we are still wearing masks, no, and we present our vaccination cards along with our IDs, isa yon sa mga challenges. So there are challenges that beyond our control, no, na talagang nakapagpa-complex palalo doon sa already complicated na transition period. There are also challenges na within ourselves na kailangan nating i-hurdle. And I think this is the reason kung bakit simulat sa poll, the Chief Minister has already been calling for the moral governance agenda. Dahil yung nakikita natin, yung vision natin na the regional government would be, requires very deep, no, na change. Hindi lamang system-wise, but even dun sa puso, ika nga. No? And I think to encapsulate yung challenges, what I could say probably is that there was a challenge really, or challenging yung pag-implement ng moral governance. I think that would somehow capture all the challenges that we want. We want to, make serious reforms and changes, but yun nga, yung call for moral governance continues, it's really a challenge. If you have this drastic vision transforming the Bangsamoro, we can expect na meron talagang challenges or resistance in some cases. Because, especially if you understand moral governance as, the highest form of accountability, it's your highest form of integrity. Pag-implement niyan, marami kang matatamaan. At I think coming in, we expected that to happen. But since we are getting results, no, doon sa pag-implement ng ganito, mas mapapadali yung pagtalima, ika nga, ng ganitong klaseng panawagan ng pagbabago, hindi lamang sa gobyerno, but kundi sa ating pong mga sarili din ho mismo.
Thank you, Kabsec.
Thank you, sir. And I hope okay lang. Meron pa po tayong last two set of questions from our Zoom participants. Ma'am Ludivina de Gracia, you're acknowledged. Thank you.
Tatlong puntos lang ito ano ko kay Kabsec. Tatlong puntos. Okay, pwede na. Ipasok ko yung intro ko, yung question ko, isulat ko.
Ma'am Ludivina.
So marami naman pong opportunities for you to see it. Para naman ho doon